てきたのだろうか。いつから悲しみの記憶を継いでいた。過ぎた遠い日々に思いを馳せていた。 Without a regret go your way because I promised you。 時の針は再び運命の時へと動き始めた。 I want to live it in a limited time。 悲しみを振り切れ Absolutely unreal of truth。 私に耐えるため涙に溶かしたこの痛みが明日を切り開くから。生きたい生きたいと願う意志が魂に光を灯すだろう。 I want to live it in a limited time。 愛する者のため Resolution of the heart and soul。 この手で切り開く。いつからたどり着く結末へと時を刻み続けてゆく。 Still I am in this world。 I want to give in God lies and truth and sacrifice。 Still I am in this world。 I want to give in God faith and hate endless road crave on fate the meaning of my life。 記憶が見せる夢ぼやけたその景色に交わる運命が私を引き寄せた。思いが渦巻いた表裏のない世界。君との約束を見つけるためあの日から止まっていた時が今そんな未来へ動き始めた。 I want to live it in a limited time。 絶望に抗え Resolution of the heart and soul。 この手でこの声で彼方で揺らめくあの光が未来へと続いていく。誰もが死ぬために生まれてきたのだろうか。いつから悲しみの記憶を継いでいた。過ぎた遠い日々に思いを馳せていた。 Without a regret go your way because I promised you。 時の針は再び運命の時へと動き始めた。 I want to live it in a limited time。 悲しみを振 が魂に光を灯すだろう I want to live it in the limited time 愛する者のため Resolution of the heart and soul この手で切り開くいつからたどり着く結末へと時を刻み続けてゆく Still I am in this world I want to give and God lies and truth and sacrifice Still I am in this world I want to give and God faith and hate endless road crave on fate the meaning of my life 記憶が見せる夢ぼやけたその景色に交わる運命が私を引き寄せた思いが渦巻いた表裏のない世界君との約束を見つけるためあの日から止まっていた時が今そんな未来へ動き始めた I want to live it in the limited time 絶望に抗え Resolution of the heart and soul この手でこの声で彼方で揺らめくあの光が未来へと続いていく誰もが死ぬために生まれてきたのだろうかいつから悲しみの記憶を継いでいた過ぎて遠い日々に思いを馳せていた Without a regret go your way because I promised you 時の針は再び運命の時へと動き始めた I want to live it in the limited time 悲しみを振り切れ Absolutely unreal of truth 私に耐えるため涙に溶かしたこの痛みが明日を切り開くから生きたい生きたいと願う意志が魂に光を灯すだろう I want to live it in the limited time 愛する者のため Resolution of the heart and soul この手で切り開く
You need to give me a POV though of the damn video game.
You can guess what's happening.
So true. Let me. I don't remember exactly what her line is, but I could pretend to do her line. Kokigenyo. Something.
Kokigenyo.
I love. Kokigenyo.
Kokigenyo.
And fucking little slaves to fate. Haha. My Japanglish. Gamers, we're back at it again.
運命の奴隷の皆様
This is Kokigenyo. Yeah.
You got the good evening part.
Yeah. Listen, it could have been konbanwa.
Konbawa.
It could have been. It could have been, but it wasn't. Anyway, we're back at it. We're actually streaming on a Thursday? Who are we?
I don't know who I am.
Me neither.
I'm having an identity crisis. I look different every time we start, so.
So true. The model be changing every time. Who's to say? Who's to say? We're figuring that out. If you too are going through an identity crisis, type 1 in chat or the comments below. Here we are. Last time we did a lot. We had a long, like, probably almost 5-hour stream.
Big said one.
Of like us tangenting the full time. Like 30% of the stream was actually visual novel content, but it was a good time. And a lot happened, and we found out it truly is genetic to a ridiculously ironic and comedic degree. Everything in this game is genetic. You are not a unique individual ever. If something happens to you, it probably happened to your parents or your grandparents. I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
you're not that cool.
Look into your parents' death, if they are dead, because that will probably how you die. It's just genetic.
Did they end it all? You too. Did they die in a fire? You too. Were they poisoned? You too, man. You too. Now I'm curious about that one chick if her parents also died in childbirth.
Who knows?
Who's to say? Generational trauma at its finest. You're correct, Bake. Exactly. That is the metaphor. That's the allegory we're going with here. And we went through so much stuff, and we're starting off today at what we're assuming is more or less the final meeting, because today we're going to kill off the last two guys that isn't us and Miharu, and then it's going to be down to, and we have to figure out what happens there. Can we both live? Can only one survive? Who's to say? But we sure did do a lot of, we met up with Miharu and told Miharu about the diary from our great genetics. We told Eggplant about the diary. We ran into Federico randomly because Mans was fucking drunk off his ass. And we gave him, he had gone to India to try and find out Alan's information so that he could kill Alan, and was unsuccessful and actually turned away by Alan's sister. But Alan's sister reminded Federico of somebody, and he couldn't quite put his finger on it. So Federico only had the cause of death and the name, but no regret. And then he comes, and then he randomly stumbles across our cafe, and then he sees us, and he's like, that's who the sister reminds me of. It reminds me of Rinka. And then the regret probably filled itself in. So now Federico has all of Alan's information. We have all of Alan's information because he met up with us and told us his entire life story. And we felt kind of bad for him, but we're still gonna kill him. And we gave him his last cup of coffee before we kill him, which was crazy.
Ironically, that's what
Federico... Miharu has all of Federico's information.
Yeah,
what
funny
did you
enough,
say?
I said, funny enough, that's what Federico was there for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, Federico came to our place for a cup of coffee, but we weren't open.
Copy.
So that's just copy. A little bit of copy. So yeah, and we I don't know. That's just where we're at. So we're gonna be killing people, and we did not finish the diary. That was very specifically pointed out to us, which I think is going to be important later. Because otherwise, why the fuck?
We
It's
didn't
because
finish it
Federico
because
interrupted
Federico.
us,
Yeah.
and yeah, Federico showed up, freaked us out, and then we decided to go upstairs and hide just in case he wanted to come back and fuck with us, which he didn't. He didn't care. So we ended up not finishing the diary, and I bet the last page or chapter or whatever you want to call it had some piece of important information that could have been useful and might be later. Like, I'm calling it, and I said this at the beginning when she got it. I said, you read the first page and the last page and maybe a random page in the middle. She did not do that, and now here we are, informationless. So
And
let's kill some
bitches.
people, huh? Puppy.
Copy. Anyways, back to her
Yeah.
lie. I'll play it again.
Yes.
ごきげんよう運命の奴隷の皆様
Yeah, I don't remember that last part. That's way too long. That's the 10th time that I've had to listen to her voice.
Well, if you win, that's every night.
You'll have a roommate for life.
Literally, because she will only leave upon your death.
Parka addresses the Court of Fate as she always does. I'm well aware of the cruelty being masked by her divine tone. Does that mean we're in Miharu's head? Do you think? No, because she wouldn't have said that's the 10th time. She would have been like, oh my god, get out of my head.
You know, maybe it's more to the phrase, I guess.
Maybe. As well as the reality that I have the same cruelty within me. See, it's genetic. I'm telling you, that's like her great grandma Diana or some shit.
Unless it is Miharu.
Linda.
then-
Oh.
I'm going to. I'm good.
You're
I
going
don't
to.
know. I was gonna say I'm gonna say something, but because I did spoil myself a little bit by accident.
No, keep it in you. I don't want to know. We're so close to the end. I don't care. I don't need to know.
To be fair, all I saw was a picture of someone, so that's all I saw. Because I was looking up their because I was like character names, and then they're like, this is this, and this is this person. Here's the picture. It's like, well, okay. So I already know something. So
Fascinating. We'll probably get to it today, and then you can tell me that's the thing that I saw.
残り4名さてどなたがこの女神の選定で残るのでしょうか
Wouldn't you like to know?
あんたの入れ物になるんだったらよ、女の方がいいんじゃねえか。
私男女差別はしませんわ
Don't you dare be
俺に
based
その
now,
時
you
誘うって言
bitch.
ってたじゃねえか。
True, but
that's
that's
because-
booze is not a gender. I'm sorry.
that's just you, not like as in
You
like.
identify as booze.
あら
I draw the line.
記憶にございませんわ
Ah,
Nah, you were imagining, bro. Anyways,
I don't recall.
I was like, what
Call
does
her
that have to do with your
Kusugaki.
gender, though? It's just your personality.
Yeah, that's
もういいだろ
the issue. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. What are you impatient to die? Oh.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, go ahead and stall. Go on. We're all gonna die tonight. Go on.
なんだこいつ、笑ってやがる。気持ち悪いぜ。
Oh, Federico. Alan and Federico have no issue engaging Parka in senseless conversation.
Well, you know, you're about to die. It's every minute counts.
Yeah. That's been the case since the beginning, in fact, especially with Federico. That's right. Tonight is the last night I'll get to see this. I'll make it sad. Okay, I don't feel sad about it, just empty. Off. That's
This
worse.
is Miharu. Only she feels empty always.
I can't say for sure how Miharu
Aw.
feels.
She feels empty.
But at the very least, she's chosen to remain silent like me.
今夜の選定でついに2桁の大台を迎えました。皆様の運命がどう紡がれていくのか私をどうか楽しませてくださいませ。それでは今宵も選定を始めましょう。運命の
Revolve,
大
oh
時計
clock of fate.
回りなさい。
Her sly grin signals the beginning of the election procedure. My place as number 1 is one that I detest. Why? You know what to do.
One. We're number one.
We're number 1. Let's go. I wonder if her mama or her dad was number 1. Do you think Miharu was 2 in both?
Sure, 1 and 2 genetic after all.
I'm always the one forced to make the first declaration as a result. This is true.
1番様いかがなさいますか。私は12番を指名する。
I make sure to look Alan in the eyes as I say so. I'm using his life as a stepping stone for my own. It's a truth that no rationalization can change. Thus, I have to accept it. Other than the rationalization of the fact that y'all are already dead.
Semantics.
Just say. He smiles upon hearing my declaration and nods.
お次は2番様いかがなさいますか。
Number
僕は
what are they,
3番
three?
を指名する。
Yeah. Things are proceeding as expected. But here's the monkey wrench. Federico nods in response, his expression an odd mix of satisfaction and displeasure. I understand now just how incredible it is for him to remain that composed.
さてお次は3番様でございます。
俺か。俺はあらてめえを指名するぜ。
To say a number, dingus.
あ、もう番号でお呼びなさってくださいな。
Everyone knows each other's names at this point. Who cares?
いいじゃねえか。
No, it's cheating.
どうせここにいる全員が全員の名前を知ってんだ。しかしま、ルールに従うよ。12番、あんたを指名する。
かしこまりましたわ。
Barker nods and then turns to face Alan. He raises his voice before she can prompt him, though.
僕はフェデリーコ・カルミナーティを指名しよ
Oh. This is one of those, like, standoffs where everyone's pointing at everyone else.
でございます。12番様いかがなさいますか。
う。安い挑発に乗っただけだ。僕は3番君を指名しよう。
3番。
承知いたしましたわ。もう皆様ちゃんと決まりは守ってくださいませ。
Federico and I have elected Alan. Meanwhile, Miharu and Alan have elected Federico. All 4 of us face duplicate elections. This isn't a situation I had anticipated. Why are you making these noises? What are you saying right now?
It's
Huh.
I don't know if there's like this is actually the first time this is gonna happen. I don't think that nobody. I was just thinking, yo, would it be funny if no one gets eliminated today? I was like, oh damn.
Could be. Could happen.
You know what? Fuck it. F it. 2 people surviving? Nah, let's go for the 4. Why not?
Big 4. Massive 4. Huge 4. Parker thought we were getting to the end. Well, technically time-wise, but people-wise, nah.
Wait, they could kind of do that. Because they could kind of use this as a way to answer our other question. How the hell did... Because like you said, the two parents would want to live, at least one of them. Because of their daughter. And the mother
Specifically the mom, yeah.
Yeah. And then you have to save the child. And then there was one that helped them. And I'm guessing they got close to them. So would they have it in them to eliminate that person? So like, they could try to mirror that by saying all 4 of us survived like they did and try to answer how only Miharu survived. That's just a thought. Yeah.
That'd be interesting. That would help fill in some blanks, yeah. I get that Federico wants to elect Alan, even if it means causing that situation, but I honestly didn't think he had all of his cards. I'm not quite sure why Alan wants to elect Federico when Miharu's already doing so either.
Like you said, he's just like, oh, but I call your bluff.
This entire situation has me slightly bewildered. I can't see this being a tactic to make us back off. Should be clear at this point that I won't hesitate to earn election priority. I won't hesitate, bitch.
どういうおやおや大混戦でございますわね。それでは指名の重複について順番に処理を行いましょう。
Alright, who's offering up what?
おいミハル、分かってるな。俺はこの野郎にとどめを刺されるのはお断りだ。てめえと一晩相手できなかったのは残念だが。
Stop it!
幕引きだけは相手してくれよ。
Stop! Just stop it! What, you don't want to go to heaven either? God!
He knows he's
Jesus.
not. He already knows he's not going in there. F it. It's a little more...
He's tripling, quadrupling down. It's gonna be his last words. You would have been a great lay.
Yeah. He's going out the same way Odette did.
Jesus.
ああ、だから私が進行いたしますから、勝手にお話ししないでくださいませ。
Like he said, we already know each other's names.
Stop talking. Federico ignores Parker's distress and tells Miharu that he is leaving it to her. What's more, Alan turns to speak to me.
同感だ。彼は品がなくてね。彼に指名されて脱落させられたとなれば、アムリタの兄として恥ずかしい。
Why are you putting it on us?
I clench my fists as I listen to his words.
So don't do anything. Me and Miharu have priority. So all you guys both have to do is just accept that.
I finally understand his thought process. It's not a logical decision at all, but it's one I can understand.
男ってほんとバカとでも言ってほしいのかい？
そういう趣味はねえが。ま、悪くない理解だ。
Damn.
アランさんまでそんな風に思うなんて。
You don't have the shame kink. It's over.
そうか。だが ただの兄に戻った僕はこんなものだ。
はいちゃんと私の進行に従ってくださいませ。
No.
Bro, just let me eliminate Alan and Miharu to eliminate fucking Federico. We have priority. As long as they don't offer up their cards in exchange, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the problem is that we go first, and Federico might be stupid enough to like fight us for priority to kill Alan.
But at the end of the day, we can reveal our 3 cards. It doesn't make a difference. Cause
Perhaps not.
if this works, the only one left is Miharu, and okay, she has our 3 cards. We have our 3 cards. That doesn't matter. We weren't planning on eliminating each other,
Right.
so we can fight for that priority if he wants to fight us for it.
Parka actually raises her voice at us. How unusual. There's no anger in her tone, though. If anything, I think she's excited. It's an abnormal situation, one where myriad emotions are all crossing paths.
それではまずは1番様と3番様による12番様の指名についてお伺いいたします。
Just let me
Okay,
hit it,
who
bro.
wants it?
ご存知の通りご自分のカードを1枚開けることで指名の優勢権を取得することができますわ。
Because we still have 2 left, right?
どういたしますか？
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows our name, but I don't think we technically offer.
私は
Oh!
自分の氏名を公開する。
Wow, we did. Wow! Okay. Huge.
俺は
Huge and
俺の
massive.
未練を公開してやる。
And
That's
he's
the
down
only
one
one you
because he
have.
already revealed his name card, so. No, he revealed 2 cards.
Yeah, this is his last one. He's cooked. He's done. If we offer one more, we win. I close my eyes as Parka chides Federico for ignoring protocol again. My actions are essentially throwing mud in his face after he helped me. But that's okay. What I'm about to do is through my own will.
私は自分の死因も公開するよ。
これじゃ型なしだ。俺はもう公開するもんがねえからな。野郎のカードを3枚集めた時点で俺の勝ちだった。最後の答えをくれたあんたには感謝くらいしてやるか。
そっか。
I finally understand his actions from last night. He must have learned about Amrita somehow. I've never met her myself, but the similarities must be authentic if he is able to make the connection between me and her. Still, it doesn't feel right for him to thank me. Never did anything for him. He's the one who obtained the answer he was looking for on his own.
承知いたしました。それでは次は2番様と12番様による3番様の指名でございます。
ついぞ君と顔を合わせることはなかったな。
そうだね。でも君はリンカを助けてくれたのだろ。
Wait,
ならばお礼は言わなければいけないね。
they did. They never did actually meet in the real world, did they? Huh.
Yeah, that sounds right.
よしてくれ。
Miharu hasn't
そ
been
んな柄
around
では
many
ない
of
こと
them IRL
聞
in
いている
general.
のだろう。
Just the like take him down squad. So it was like Scale, Odette, and Federico.
True, now that I think about it. And Sonia.
And then yeah, obviously Sonia because we took her around, but I don't think Miharu ever met the mom or anybody
No.
else for that matter.
I think during the mom thing, it was more centered around eggplant, so she was nowhere around. Yeah. Now that I think about it. It's crazy because other than the one that Odette eliminated first, I think Brinka has met all the participants face to face.
Yes, even if on accident.
Yeah.
Because we did technically meet the first chick that was eliminated.
Yeah.
We just didn't know it.
Met them. Met.
Yeah,
yes.
we just didn't meet the Chinese man at the beginning.
Yeah, so we met everyone face to face. Huh.
Yeah. But a lot of them didn't see each other either.
True. I think
We've had our hand in the most cookie jars.
Yeah, true. Like, yeah, I guess it's normal because for Miharu not to meet Mar because I don't think they rest met. I think for the old man, other than Alan and us and you, that's it. Oh,
Odette showed up. Odette and Federico showed up to the house.
Odette showed up. Federico showed up to the house with Odette and only encountered you, but he never saw the old man. The old man at least never saw him. Because remember, when Odette went to do that fight with Alan the first time in his house?
Yeah, you're right.
Federico was MIA because he was stabbed by you the first time.
Yeah.
So, technically, the old man never met Federico. And Federico seen the old man, but he's never met the old man. So, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, and Sonia only had contact with us and Miharu, obviously, and then Odette and Federico because they blackmailed her, but that was it.
Yeah. I think everyone at least met one participant, but that's... But never, like, a lot.
Yes.
Like us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's interesting, now that I think about it more. Anyways.
Yeah, everyone's games look dramatically different from what our game looked like.
It's funny because it's because we were half committed actually, because we were getting information on people, but we never. It's like we were like, okay, we were like hyping ourselves up, like, okay, I can do this, and then no, not really. I don't want to do this because the only reason we met the pregnant woman is because she came to us because she had our name card, and we didn't even end up eliminating her, even though we tried to get information on her. Next was Sonia, who sought us out because she wanted to have a normal night, and she was weak, and she was planning to eliminate us. I mean, have us eliminate her. Yeah. But from hanging out with us, knew that we would never go for that, so had Miharu do it. And then what's next? The old man. We were the ones aggressive on that, trying to get his information, but the second we learned more about him, we were like, nah. And we already know how that you thing ended.
Because that was an accident, because we followed you back to the house.
Yes. We followed you back to the house because we recognized you.
And then we got his name from the mail, like everyone else. Everyone got his name pretty much the same way. It's just because he doesn't clear out his damn mailbox.
Yeah. One thing I want to answer about the old man is, why was his house gone like instantly? It was like, I don't think it was like early after his death. Like, I think, what is he, week 5? So sure, but like, damn, they just fucking got rid of that shit. They just got rid of his house. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Like, an old man dies, and then 5 weeks later, that whole property's gone. That's fucked. Like, damn.
It probably defaulted to the bank, and the bank decided they'd rather just like roll the property. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to know because I don't know Japanese like laws like that. I can see that happening here in America. Like, your next of kin is unreachable, or like say you still have your, like you didn't finish paying off your property or whatever, so it defaults back to the bank. Like whatever happens defaults back to the bank, and the bank is like, we could do something else with the, and then they just like flatten it, demolish it,
yes.
it's over. But also it wouldn't happen that fast, not here.
Yeah, that's
Like,
why I was like, why the frick is it gone?
At least 6 months.
It was just gone. It was like the second they knew he was deaf, I was like, all right, tear it down. It's like, oh, because it was like
Bring it down, people.
It was a flat landfill. Yeah, and
yeah.
Also, that's it. That's it. We know how the U situation went.
Yeah.
And through the U situation, we actually met Odette.
Right.
And obviously, we met Alan a long time ago, but we worked with Alan. After we worked with them, Scale eventually approached us later on after we...
Yeah, Scale revealed himself.
Yeah, then he kidnapped that. And yeah, damn.
Yeah.
It really is just a Chinese man. It would have technically been the first chick too, but she just happened to walk in on our establishment.
She needed like directions.
Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, I want to re-look at that interactions because I was wondering. I'm thinking like, did she want directions to that warehouse?
Yeah, was it pre or post warehouse embarrassment?
Yeah. Huh. It's funny, yeah, now that I think about it, we were the least active, but I think we're gonna end up with the most KOs. Maybe?
Yeah. For sure.
Because I honestly think Odette only had 2. Maybe even 1. Wait, Odette. No, she had 2.
Odette killed Chinese man.
Yes.
And
that's it.
That is it.
Yeah. Alan killed 1. Oh, Alan killed 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're kind of tied because we're gonna.
We're gonna tie with Alan. That's crazy.
We did this one. We're about to do Alan, and we did Scale. So that's 3.
Yeah.
Huh. We're tied with Alan. So do we keep the tie, or do we go all the way and just end Miharu? And we're like, hell yeah.
We have to end Miharu. We have to. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. If it's a choice, I hate that it's a choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be conflicted. I'm like, but it'd be funny,
I know,
right?
because you said way back at the beginning when you started hating her that if it's a choice, we're throwing her under the bus.
I mean, I was
You've
joking. I don't want
said-
to. I don't hate her. It's just she annoys me.
女神、指名の優先権は僕がもらおう。君はどうするんだい？
僕はまだカードを3枚残しているが、今優先権を取って彼を指名したら呪われそうだ。僕を呪うのは許容でき
So you're
る
gonna
が
let her have it?
ア
Is
ムリ
that
タ
what
を
that
呪わ
is?
れてはたまらない。
He has played this whole game without having to fight for priority. So Miharu would lose if he so wanted. But he'd get elected first, so all that would do would just guarantee that Federico lives. Which would
こ
be
こで引
silly.
こう。勝負は持ち越しと言っておこうか。どうだいフェデリコ・カルミナーティ。
What, in the afterlife? Yeah, sure.
納得いかないぜ。ここはお互いに勝ちってことでどうだい？
断る。
No. He's like, hey, how do we
Not
just
that
call
guy,
this a
man.
draw? No.
Alan literally fought Odette tooth and nail, not by his own choice, but like he won that, right? Because he was technically conscious like 1 second longer
Yes.
than she was.
In technicality, if you want to be like, who walked away, neither walked away, but Alan did lose consciousness a split second after. And they explained for Odette that's enough to mean she lost. Even though they were literally both badly up. But, I don't know. I will say that Odette did get up first.
Yes.
Because we went to get medicine, and by the time we came back, she was gone, and Alan was still laid out. So,
Yeah.
technically, if it was a
That's
fight to
true.
the death, Odette would have won. Because even though...
She woke up, yeah.
Unless Alan had enough strength at the end to end her life. But then again, it's like... Would they have died?
It's hard to know because they both know that neither of them could die in that scenario.
Yeah.
So, like, it's hard. Like, changing the scenario, like changing the stakes, could 1000% change the outcome.
It could.
So it's hard to say.
I could believe that it could end up in both of them dying because they were very injured.
Yeah.
And I don't think they were obviously not going for lethal blows because they know it wouldn't work. But in a fight to the death, they probably would, and they would probably maybe eliminate each other. Odette, I feel like Alan would crush something of Odette, and she would bleed out, and Odette would do like a death by 1,000 cuts, or in her case, bites, because she was at the end biting and ripping his skin.
Yeah.
So, in a way, they would one blood loss, one internal bleeding. So, same difference.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
なんでだよ
He's like, oh, come on, bro.
もう皆様
Let me have this.
勝手にお話ししないようにと何度申し上げればわかりますの
Then magically seal their mouths or something. Like,
She's done that.
why?
She's done that before.
Yeah, like, so I don't know why she's fucking talking about it.
She did that against Scale, right? Because he was freaking out that he was going to die, and then she's like, shut the hell up.
Yeah. It's not like his mouth was gone, but no sound was coming out anymore.
Yeah. So she's not as annoyed as she
Parka-
thinks, she lets on, because if she was, she would have done the same thing.
Yeah. Parka halts the conversation for us. Next, she begins the process of bringing two lives to their end. What a way to phrase that.
それではこれより1番様による12番様の指名と2番様による3番様の指名を順番に執り行いますわ。
Are we doing it at one at a time? Yeah, we're doing it one at a time, because there was a double elimination before, so yeah.
Yeah, so we go up and kill Alan first, and then Miharu goes and kills Federico.
And then we kick the platform underneath her as she comes down, and she just falls to her death. Easy with claps.
So true.
Easy
Court of
claps.
Fate rumbles following her exclamation. I'm up first. My platform makes its way to the upper stratum, as does Alan's. Alan and I face one another upon completing our ascension. He remains silent, albeit with a peaceful expression.
今さら君と語り合うこともあるまい。
Yeah,
あの夜
that's true.
僕はすべて君に話した。
Okay, bye, bitch. No, tell me my coffee was mid when I kill you.
He said that it was good, but he's not a coffee drinker, so.
Yeah. but I want him to change his mind and be like, it was actually shit. Make us mad. His current silence compared to the night he's referring to says it all. That silence is soon disturbed by Parka.
おやおや、もうお話はよろしいのですか？一番様はもっと惜しまれるかと思っていましたのに。意外でしょ？みんな結構意外な一面を持ってるんだよ。
We have been through it if that is our takeaway right now. That's insane. That is so level-headed. That's rough, buddy. This girl is scarred for life.
あらあら。けれども、よどみなく進むことは私にとっては良いこと
And
で
yet
はあ
here
り
you
ま
are
すわ。
complaining.
I shan't.
それでは指名を始めていただきましょう。
I open up my card book when she shuts her mouth. My cards flow out in response, despite the majority of them being useless now.
使命アラン・スコーピオン死因毒死。
宝石商として君の所得では一生買えないようなダイヤでも送ればよかったと後悔している。
Wow.
He's like, wait. Can I get that in writing? Maybe I can still use that.
ここで嫌味？
You're being sarcastic.
He's not. He's really not, bud.
代わりに魔法の言葉を教えよう。僕は僕の亡き後、アムリタが社長を務めていると信じている。
Oh God.
いつか宝石が必要になる時が君にも来るだろう。その時に格安で買える魔法の言葉さ。
Wow. We need it, but not for Miharu.
いつか
He chuckles to himself before continuing.
アムは13歳の8月までおねしょしていた。これをアムリタに伝えれば、
Oh my God,
君はどんな宝石も
13?
手に入れることがで
Is
きる。
she okay?
Hey, say this to my sister and she'll give you a discount on the jewelry. Oh. You wet the bed.
I didn't think it was gonna be an embarrassing thing. I thought it was gonna be like a code name or like a code, like something that they would say to each other, but no one else, but not like blackmail. What the fuck?
I mean, it's endearing. I guess she explained that she learned it from her brother in a way. I feel like because it's so personal and stuff like that, it would be just as meaningful. Because he probably doesn't open it up to much people. So the fact that she knows that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still fucked up that he chose something embarrassing, but yeah.
I can't help but crack a smile. He cares for his sister far more than I imagined, an overprotective big brother through and through. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous.
こう爽やかならば、指名される側も悪い気分ではない。
Bruh.
そろそろ最後の言葉を告げてくれ。
未練妹の将来。
My cards begin to shine in response, floating to the middle of the court of fate.
Ah!
Yeah, you're being blinded?
Yeah, that was actually kind of bright. Why is it bright?
It's a bright light.
Doesn't mean they have to actually blind me with the light.
That's called immersion. That's just good storytelling. Once there, the light engulfs the entire space. it's then that I hear his last words. Oh God.
Popeye chicken.
しかし君たちに宝石は不要だったか。
Wow,
So
bro.
何より
Wow.
輝かしい光を持っていた。
Hit her with the Riz before you die.
No, yeah, no. He basically said, "My one regret is that I didn't propose to you."
Well, not really, but I don't think you meant it like that, but
It's well, yes and no, right? Because it's like he wants to present her with a jewel beyond her wildest imagination that she could never otherwise afford, which is typically a gesture of romance, whether or not you want to take it as a proposal. It is rare for someone to just do that, right? And then, so he's like, I should have given you that rock, BB Grill. And then he's like, not that it would ever compare to your eyes. A fucking lip bite as he dies. Like, fucking envy, bro.
what are you now? You're just imagining Alan like, unless he fucking
Licks lips, bites, winks, like,
blows a kiss.
I'm sorry. And now we get to watch him being poisoned to death. The scenery switches to that of a hotel room. Alan was going through documents. Not just paper documents, but files stored on his laptop and tablet as well. Room service arrived shortly thereafter, because of course. It was coffee.
He was poisoned in coffee.
It's
I wonder
genetic.
why he doesn't like coffee.
Wow. It was coffee. Alan didn't normally partake, but his secretary recommended it if he needed a way to keep himself awake.
Yeah, drink this. What?
Mmm.
Oh, now he. Oh, do you know who did it? So I wonder why.
We can narrow it down to a few people, yeah. They claim the coffee here was especially good. He took a sip. It was ass. Full body paralysis followed mere moments later. Wow. Only then did he notice just how many people had to have worked together through their shared hatred of him. His time was short, however. He lacked the means to judge them for their decision. Only the outcome mattered. And how it was a fitting end for someone who had thrown so much away. But in his heart remained one regret. He hadn't seen his dear sister in half a year. Child could grow like a weed in that little time. If only he could have seen that growth, her baby steps toward adulthood. Sir, you're not even an adult yet. Sir? It's your only saving grace, please. My consciousness returns in what I'd guess was 5 minutes.
True, he isn't an adult, but he was probably forced to grow up so quickly.
Well, yeah, obviously he had been a business owner, entrepreneur for years at this point.
Yeah, and he's the oldest in his family, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wasn't surprised by what I saw. It all made sense based on what Alan had told me. One question lingers in my mind, though. Why did no one see how kind he was?
Because he never showed it.
Yeah, in fact, he was an asshole to people.
What you saw first,
fought
prior,
his way.
in that hospital, that's probably was Perma.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't get that work done? I guess you don't like your kids. Like, loads gun. It's like,
Oh.
Okay, to be fair, that was probably an extreme version of him, but still a
Yeah, I believe he was a business shark for sure.
Yeah.
'Cause how else would he have, like, grown to such success? Like, yeah, he was an absolute asshole. And why would people hate him so bad otherwise? Like, they've already admitted his shit was shady, so I'm just like, yeah, nah.
Even in his death, he said, "Damn, yeah, this makes sense."
Yeah, I earned this. this is about right.
Like, he wasn't even shocked. He was like, ah, damn, a lot of people were. They must really hate me. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, he's like admiring their work. Like, wow, the camaraderie in taking me down.
He's like, wow, such teamwork. Where the fuck was this in our business?
Yeah, like, where was this when we were having that staff meeting? When that one business deal fell through, where was it then?
これはさ、あなたにも見えてるの？残念ながら、記憶は私の担当外ですから。
Interesting.
どういうこと？
It means she did not see.
それでは、12番様の持っていたカードをあなたにお教えいたします。どのカードを取得するか
Doesn't matter.
お選びくださいませ。ちょっと待ってよ。
Because we already have Miharu's cards, right?
I think. I mean, I can look for sure, but I think we know their cards. But at best, maybe we don't know how. 'Cause... No, yeah, we have it. Yeah. Yeah, because
Just our name. Just our name.
yeah, we got this from Scale, didn't we? Because I know we didn't get it from her telling us anything.
Did we not?
No, we got this because she explained it to us.
I thought it was the conversation about, like, when she revealed what happened with the parents and stuff.
She tells us, but we don't know that. What we through that we know she likes us, but we don't think what
It's
her
so hard
regret.
to remember because we knew what her regret was from the fucking beginning.
Yeah, we guessed the moment she
So
confessed.
say.
The moment we learned that she liked us and that she was willing to die for us, it was kind of obvious that we are probably the regret itself. Whether actually our name or like something like it will
Something to do with us.
Yes, it will always.
Yeah, not being in a relationship with us, not protecting us, it was something us.
Yeah, so Rinka got this from someone, but because I remember her saying, "Oh, I got her regret card, but we planned this out." Imagine my surprise that she it's my name, and then she's like saying, "Oh, it really," because by that point she did confess her feelings, so she like got a bit embarrassed by that. You know, what I mean, it made more sense to her that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she did tell us that she, you know, offed herself.
Yeah.
So, nothing. We don't need any cards.
My attempt to stop her is in vain as she has already disappeared. Following that, my platform begins its descent.
No.
Rinka's platform returns to the lower stratum not long after she leaves. Miharu looks her in the eye and nods. Words aren't needed between them now. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Her own platform begins to rise after this. Federico's follows suit.
You know, that's funny. That's what you said, like with Alan that he gave the fuck me eyes before he died, which is a joke. He most like didn't, but now we might actually see that
Federico's
happen.
going to.
Like, we
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I just on a scale of 1 to 10, how foul do we think he's gonna be before he dies? Because for me, he's already at like a 7.
I think he'll make one other comment, but that's it. Like he'll like joke and like, ah man, I only regret truly now is I didn't get that lay. I was like, okay.
Pretty much. They face one another once in the upper stratum. It's the first time they've done so since their last encounter in the real world.
But we don't know his regret, his new regret, do we? They never explained that. We're about to find out.
Federico is the one to break the silence.
なあ
Of course.
最後に
No,
あんたに聞いて
stop
おきた
it.
いことがあるんだ
I'm already gonna tell you right now, stop it.
なんだい？
あんたさ大丈夫なのかいあのチンチコリンが好きなんだ
Go on.
They never. This is the first time they used that word, any word, based on sexuality, right?
Yeah, and I don't even know if Miharu is gonna have an answer to that because it's probably gonna be like it's because of who she is, not what she is, type thing. But we'll see. That's my bet. That's my guess. Also, I bet she might not even answer this, and she might just tell him off. Because who the fuck answers this question? Jesus. This is not the question Miharu had anticipated. Why it's the only thing he talks about with you is how much he wants to bang you, and then he's like, "It was never gonna happen, huh? You're not into dudes." Like, every butthurt guy ever. While she may have gotten angry under normal circumstances, being asked in such a blunt manner renders her completely speechless.
まあどうでもいいかどっちにしろ
So true.
Yeah, I guess he just like.
May as well shut the fuck up and bend over or something, bud. Come on.
君は別れ際に自分の顔に泥を塗るのが趣味なのかい？
See? This is what I'm... Mm-hmm.
恥じることはないだろう人それぞれだ同性愛ってのは俺は理解できないがいておかしいとも思わない
But aren't you bi? Because I remember Odette saying that she's like Federico. They don't care as long as they look good, right?
We did have that conversation.
Yeah. Huh. It was.
More likely, he's probably just a slut.
My statement still stands. She's bi.
I don't know. But I mean, yeah.
むしろそれならそうと
Like, this is his way of being like, it doesn't matter, but it's just weird that he asked in the first place.
My favorite.
Miharu responds to his joke with an icy stare because he is a disgusting human being. There's no animosity behind it, however, just her silly way of responding to his silly joke.
話はそれで終わりかい？
God, she's so over it. She's so bored with him.
Why? Do feel free to talk for a bit longer if you wish. I have popcorn here, and I'm amused.
This is
い
so
やいい
stupid.
ぜもう話すこともないだろ
Literally, you fucking dumbass. Jesus Christ, end him. Please.
そうだね。
It's funny how like we're like laughing or like you're being at least I'm laughing, we're being strong, but it's funny how Miharu doesn't seem to care. She's like, oh, you.
Yeah, because he's just the same annoying jackass that he's been the whole time. He hasn't changed, and like when he's about to die, how mad can he really be? He's just similarly annoying.
I don't know. The way I feel like she's saying is like, it's like that asshole friend of yours. Like, yeah, he's an asshole, but he's our asshole, I guess.
He's our asshole. The collective used asshole. Anyway. Neither of them are surprised by Parka's sudden appearance. While somewhat displeased, she continues with the procedure.
それでは2番様カードをお選びくださいな
Her hair is on that imaginary dream world's wind for real, for real. Look how far that's whipped out, like. Miharu opens her card book and when prompted.
Do I have this? I feel like I have this. Oh look, Ford. Oh hey, look. Drink up.
Hi.
Great banana.
For
Oh.
Federico! Let's go.
Oh. Hydrate banana. Hydrate banana.
Aren't you so
Hydrate
sad that
banana.
he's going? Isn't this tragic for you?
No. I'm so happy.
You don't sound it. I feel like you're going to miss him.
I'm not gonna miss him. That's fucking stupid bullshit.
Hold on, I'm trying to see if I have this image of her.
It's just.
I do.
I'm upset because he's not dead yet. I'm upset that he's just a stupid piece of shit beginning to
Shime.
end.
フェデリーコ・カルミナーティ。
そうだ俺のことじゃないが一応言っておかなくちゃならない
Stop! Stop! I would say stop while you're ahead, but you're not. You've been behind the whole time.
あい
Stop
つは
it!
それなりに大変な人生を歩みながらも楽しむことを忘れてなかった最後は俺なんかをかばって助かる命を捨てちまった
Now you're gonna make us feel bad for Odette?
何が
Fuck
言いたい
you!
ってろ
Just die! Fuck off!
あいつや俺みたいなやつでも生きてたってことを覚えていてくれ
Oh good, we gotta keep going! This is fun! This is a good time!
楽しまないもう自殺なんてすん
I love visual novels!
Wow.
Why do you want a eulogy?
死因圧死。
前回の選定
Eulogy
で
for the guy that's not dead yet. Holy fuck.
もしあんたやチンチクリンが選定に勝利したらそこに使っちまえ
Okay. Pause, actually. I'm gonna.
あんたはもっと
Wait.
欲望に
The eulogy technically hasn't started. The song has to end first. I fixed that.
もともと十分すぎるほど綺麗な歌
Fine, but let me cook. Hey, why is he so gross? Your guess of one was wrong. Your guess of one was so off. He's like 10 deep. Why is he like this?
Oh, there it is.
Every year has just passed away.
Yeah. ever your, but it's actually Federico. Dear Federico, you were a phenomenal human piece of trash. I tried so hard to like you because the game really tried to make us pity you. You were intellectually at the bottom of the totem pole, and yet for some reason thought so highly of yourself, even though it was revealed that you're nothing, bro. You like hate yourself more than anybody, and that was your growth, and I couldn't even appreciate that because you're like this. Your dying words is to hit on a minor repeatedly without breath. Like you haven't breathed in the last 10 minutes because you can't just die in peace. You have to be like, oh, are you a lesbian? You clearly love that chick. Well, I could have taught you some stuff. Man, my one regret is that we didn't bang. Oh man, at least you're pretty. That'll like keep you covered. Like, no one's going to miss you. Good luck in hell with Audette, my guy.
Mire,
Sorry, I was a little toasty for that one. My bad.
His regret is success. What?
Yeah, I recall. No, no lip biting here. I know it's the wrong kind, but she bites her lip as she reads out his final card.
Her final thoughts. Damn, he's actually kind of fine.
No, see yourself out. You're in timeout. She has no idea what emotion she is feeling right now.
I already told you what emotion you're feeling.
あんたの恋に勝利が待ってることをどっかで祈っておいてやるよ。
Wow, that was kind of nice. Stop there. Okay, it was his final words. Okay, the court of fate is once again engulfed by the light from Miharu's cards. Kill him, 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 go, go, go.
Please, please, please.
End him, end him, end him, end him, end him. Blind us all. Get him out of here. Yeah! Let's go. The scenery of a sinking ship unfolds. The ship's captain leapt toward him.
Which is Audette. It's
Audette, yeah. Her body collided with his immediately after.
Isn't it funny? Now that we have Audette, that they were both into the same chick. They were both into Mihara.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was like, damn, they were both like, damn, that kid. Oof.
Oh, good. My favorite screen. Unironically, I think it's beautiful. It's horrifying, but it's like very mood setting here. The ship's components collapsed at the same time, crushing him underneath them. His resentment toward both his failure and something else accompanied his death. Preach! Yes! Say, I don't need you praying for this relationship because that'll curse it. What? Oh, not the sama.
僕をそう呼んでいいのは僕が君の器だった頃の話だろ。
Yeah, not the name of respect for the vessel.
くす、そうでしたかしら？
待ってくれ。今まで君は僕を通じてこの世界を見てきた。だが、 君は僕の体を通す
The
ことでし
questions
か
are getting
世界を見ることがで
spicy.
きない。君は今日までどうやって現実世界を俯瞰してきた？
下ではお友達がお待ちですわよ。
It's no.
Miharu's platform begins to move after Parka ignores her question. Her favorite thing to do. It helps her to realize something, though. She is getting ever closer to an answer.
To be fair, I wouldn't answer if I was Parker. I was like, oh, so I'm supposed to shut up and never have my questions answered, but I'm supposed to answer your questions? F off.
Yeah, you would be like that. Miharu returns from the upper stratum alone. Her platform settles next to mine once more. Thus, only us and Parka remain in the Court of Fate. The seemingly endless space somehow feels even bigger now.
さあ、ご苦労様でしたわ。取得するカードはもうお決まりになりましたか？
って言ってもね。なら私は6番使命にしようかな。
It belongs to the woman Alan eliminated on the first night. So you're just like getting it out of like morbid curiosity. I never met her, but learning her name should allow me to remember her. Oh, but you did meet her, which is so sad that you don't
僕は
remember.
7番使命をもらおう。
She must have understood what I was going for. That name belonged to the man Audette eliminated on the second night. Oh, this is kind of cute and sad. I'll ask her about it later. That way I'll finally know the names of all 12 participants.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we were going for a completionist run.
In names, we don't have anything else on everyone.
I'll be able to remember every last one of them.
おやおや。どうやらもう
Oh yeah,
お
oh
二
yeah.
人のカードは不要なようですわね。
どうだか。
さあ、早く選定の終わりを告げてくれ。少しでもゆっくり眠りたい。
はいはい、わかりましたわ。
Grumpy kitty. I don't know if we're gonna get pulled into it tonight, but I feel like we'll be pulled into it as soon as we read that last diary page. But as I know that the guy is gonna want to talk to us, is like surrounding that in some way, shape, or form.
Probably.
I think it's gonna be the last time we talk to that guy, more or less, probably. Parka gives an apathetic response before returning to the center of the Court of Fate.
それでは今宵の脱落者は2名。これをもって
Bye, bitch.
選定を終了といたしましょう。
I might not like her, but I can't deny how pleasant her voice sounds.
You might be hearing that voice a lot.
Could be. Divine selection. It won't be long before this cruel ritual is finally over.
Week 10, yeah. Morning.
Morning. Is it just me, or is the music kind of...
Ominous.
Yeah. Alright. I'm stricken with a sense of loss upon waking up. My alarm rings after I've spent some time staring at the ceiling. I've managed to wake up before it went off somehow. I check my phone only to notice a message from Miharu.
That's my book, not my phone.
It's about the card she obtained last night.
ロさんって読むんだ。中国の人かな。
He was that chubby old man, if I recall. I'm not sure what sort of life he led, but I can only assume he'd gone through his fair share. Send her number 6's name as thanks. Her name was Chan. Actually, her name was Chan Chan. Chan Chan? Chan Chan. Chan 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 Chan. She was probably in her mid-20s, judging from her appearance, although her desperate plea for someone to help her stood out the most. Her life must have been at its highest point for her to react in such a way. True, she was gold digging at the top. Every single person has led their own lives. Sounds obvious, but I've come to appreciate that reality much more.
Why does he? I don't know why I just noticed this, but why does she just have a line of penguins?
I don't know, it's been there the whole time.
Yeah,
Maybe she likes penguins.
Okay.
I get a follow-up text from Miharu as I'm thinking. No. Respectfully.
No. Short. Imagine this is a choice where we can say, yeah, F yeah, or nah. Finals start today. You ready?
Confidence check. I spew an unintelligible sound in response. Looks like she has more to say. There's no need for us to rush since it's just us left. Let's get exams out of the way before we think about how to handle divine selection. Both Alan and Federico were eliminated during last night's election. Miharu's right. We can take our time to think things through once we're done with exams.
アランさん。
Curiosity gets the better of me, which leads me to do an online search of his name. His position meant that even Japanese news outlets would report on his death. It was labeled as a death under unknown circumstances at first, but now it's been chalked up to suicide.
Wow.
アランさんが自殺なんてするはずないのに。
I probably shouldn't have said that, but I was in the zone, my bad. He unalived. Smudge. Anyone who knew him would agree.
Oh, I just said it would be like, wow, they really made sure to make that it was covered up.
Yeah, I wasn't reacting to you. I was reacting to how typically I censor that word, but I just didn't. I was in the auto zone, bro. His death occurred 2 months ago now. It's too late to try and do anything about it. Not like anyone would believe me if I did. It's not like it affects my life in any way, but it still frustrates me. Alan expected things to play out this way, though. That means there's a more important issue to consider.
あ、森田さん。
Yeah. Per the contents of his will, the position of CEO will be taken up by the late CEO's younger sister. Apparently, there were plenty of arguments over it, but she got appointed in the end. Let's go. Now, she better cook her own food away from everybody. She even changed her name to Amrita Scorpion to carry on his legacy and is working hard with the support of others. Aww. I guess people aren't thrilled with this show of nepotism, judging by the comments on the articles themselves. Doesn't matter. I know she'll forge a path ahead without giving haters the time of day. There are photos of her in the articles too. You can tell she's still young, but she certainly is gorgeous. I'm not really sure how we're similar, but I can now take pride in Alan's claim that we are.
よし
Oh, she's hot, sick. That was a compliment.
No, because he insulted you after. It's like, nah, my sister's hotter. It's like,
Yeah. Time to move on with my own life. I've decided to put reading the diary on hold until I'm done with finals. Pain. Want a
screw
refund?
finals. You can fail.
She probably will. Then she'll have to deal with the consequences of getting kicked out. Unless fate decides to change.
Yeah, just ask Parker to let us pass. Fuck it.
Much as I want to finish it, I'd rather not come across something important right now. It'd kill my ability to focus on studying.
Hate you.
I enjoy a nice big stretch, then get ready for school.
It's like they know we know that is important, and they're like, nah, can't learn yet.
終わった
Oh, they skipped it
Free
at least.
at last, free at last.
They skipped
Yeah,
it
we're
at
all
least.
the way to Friday.
Yeah.
An arduous 5 days of exams finally come to an end. The time spent at school was short due to each day being limited to 2 subjects, but that didn't make it any less grueling. Miharu and Naomi made sure to drag me to the library every single day, too. The risk of me not studying was just too great. Sure, I started late, but I definitely didn't spend any less time studying than anyone else. In fact, I'm feeling pretty good about the results this time around. Price I pay in return was a dear one, however, leading me to sprawl out over my desk the moment I hand my last exam in.
疲れた
All we have left for today is homeroom, so now I've got to wait for the teacher to arrive. I sense Mao approaching. She's probably noticed that I look like I'm dying.
リータンずいぶんお疲れだね
疲れたよこんなに勉強したの高校入ってから今回が初めてだ
それはどうかと思うけれど
リータンの成績はパンダ並みだったからね
Damn, bro.
パンダ
The first half of my first year went well enough thanks to what I learned while studying for entrance exams, but it's been downhill ever since. I can't even offer Mao a witty comeback. And even she has been outdoing me.
Damn.
What did I even do with my time? It's not like I had the store to worry about or anything.
まあでも今回リータンが頑張ってたのはマジだもんね
だから休ませて
それは無理ねえミハルン
ああ今日の放課後は4人でカラオケに行くらしいから
Damn,
ね
to like celebrate? Hell yeah.
I was like, no, I'm tired. F off. Do it yourselves.
4人ってことはナオミも
そうだよ明日はもうお店を開けちゃうんでしょだったら今日は遊んでおかないとね
Yes, I'm opening the store tomorrow, so it means I have to get my rest today. Goodbye.
文化祭の時に行けなかったからねリベンジだよ
The culture festival. Oh, right. We couldn't go due to Naomi getting injured from the accident that happened back then. That's how the events were rewritten.
And
Yeah,
true
either way,
freedom-
you didn't get a culture festival. Either she died or she got hurt. Mao had something planned for the week after as well, but nothing came from it in the end. This might just be the best time to cut loose then. But I'm still exhausted.
いや休ませて。
凛花の気が抜けないように内緒にしておいたんだ。僕としては凛花の意志を尊重したいけれど、まずは真央を説得することだね。
You don't have to convince her. I can just go home.
そっちの方が疲れるかな。
I'm gonna be honest, I'd rather her read the diary than go out karaokeing, but also, like, if they're about to die, they should spend time together.
We spent 12 weeks
well.
together. It was in a room with 10 other people. As it recently got shorter, but we spent time in that room together.
Padded room.
Yeah.
Talking Mao down when she's raring to party is too much of a hassle.
See, that's when you don't talk them down. You just leave. What are they gonna do? Follow you and annoy you? Alright, I'll just go home and then lock my doors and climb into bed.
She never locks her door.
Oh, you know.
The only time she locked her door was with Federico.
And I think that was just coincidence.
It sure was.
I think it was only because it's been locked this whole time because she never opened. So it's like, yeah.
It's been a while, so I guess I'll have fun.
I don't know, man. When I'm really, really tired, good luck trying to make me have fun.
喉カラカラ。
Yeah.
I will be grumpy. I will be there by force, and I will let you know it.
Yeah. It's
So it's
true.
like, and if you have the balls to be like, come on, cheer up. I was like, bitch, I told you I didn't want to be here. Now deal with the consequences or let me leave.
Yep, that sounds totally accurate. Can't confirm.
私もです。真央先輩、元気すぎ。いやー、今日のために昨日は早く寝たからね。
でもちゃんと勉強もしたのだろ。
どうだかね。
I do not comment on rumors and slander.
This is speculation, but fair enough.
Speculator, slander, same difference.
Yeah.
I do not listen to such fucking rumors and slander and speculation. Whatever.
Cease your nonsense. We end up staying at karaoke until 7, which is when free time ends. Huh. After grabbing some food, we make our way to the nearest station. I haven't gone all out like this in a while.
Give us a choice to just randomly grab one of their hands. That would be funny.
Grab Mao, grab Mao, grab Mao, grab Mao, grab Mao, grab Mao.
I will agree to that if it is, but if it's only eggplant and the other one, I'm grabbing eggplant. Biharu, I forgot her name.
でも楽しかったな。
そうだね。
I whispered that to myself, but even so, Miharu chimes in as if to say she heard me. Mao went wild even when she wasn't singing. Naomi actually had a pretty good voice when she overcame her shyness. Meanwhile, Miharu outright refused to sing.
If I'm tired
That
and
clocks.
I'm forced to sing, you're singing too. I don't know.
My voice was completely forgettable, but for some reason, Miharu kept taking pictures and videos of me.
Yeah.
She tried to be sneaky about it, but it was hard not to notice. At least I know the reason why.
I want to know her thought process if this happened before the confession. Like, damn, she's a very weird friend of mine.
Strangles you. Miharu approaches and tugs ever so slightly on my left sleeve. Oh lord, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Mao takes immediate notice and grabs Naomi by the arm. Oh,
No,
here
give
we
me
go,
back my
here we
eggplant.
go, here we go.
Give me back my eggplant.
なおりん、う
Back.
ちお店にスマホ忘れちゃったかも。あれ、さっき使ってませんでしたっけ？気のせいじゃない？ってことでナオリン、
Not
つ
the
いてきて。
gaslighting.
イータンとミハルンは先帰っててね。
Bro. She is such a good wingman, but holy shit.
引っ張らないでください。
That was wild. Oh no, my eggplant. Despite her pleas, Mao drags Naomi back along the path we were just walking. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm ready.
Call her a friend, call her a friend, call her a friend. You have no say if there is a choice to deny her. I will do it on principle.
I know. It's just Miharu and me at the station. There's no need to wonder why either.
Like before you would, and be like, why did you do that?
とりあえず場所を移動しないかい？
うん。それなら前と同じ東京タワーのところへ行こう。
Damn. The park where we first met might have been more appropriate, but it's closed at this hour. Both of us figure that we should avoid Lion House too. That's why it feels right to go back to where she confessed.
So I can deny her.
I'm not ready. This is gonna hurt me.
It's
Don't
gonna
say anything on our way there.
I don't think it's a choice. I think it's gonna be based on. I could be wrong. It could
Yeah.
be based on everything that's happened. So I don't know. That's 50-50 for me.
I don't know if it's a choice regardless, but we'll see. We just stand side by side, taking in the sounds of the train carrying us to our destination. It was the longest train ride of my life. It gives me time to sort my thoughts out. See, now she's like, oh god, I actually have to have an answer. I haven't thought about it in weeks. Fuck! Fuck! Time's up, time's up, time's up, time's up. Flip a coin. It landed in the crack. Fuck. Sorry, I'm just panicking. I'm stalling.
She's like, it landed on the crack. You're a crack. What? Shit. No, wait.
Crack?
I don't think did you?
No, I'm aware that I've made her wait far too long.
And I'm gonna make her
I
wait
told
longer
you
if she
I'm
runs.
stalling. Oh god. 2 whole weeks and 4 days. That's how long I've put it off.
I counted.
Even longer in our time, actually. It's been like a month and a half or something. I don't know. Her decision to not rush me for an answer also means she's had to spend all that time worrying about it.
And now I'm gonna make it drag out as long as possible.
I have an obligation to answer her now. Not the intense boss music, please God. Maybe that's not the right way to put it.
We're about to fight her.
I just need to be honest with her. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it right now.
Wow, look, my model can't stop smiling. I wonder why.
About how I feel at this moment.
Right.
That's why I spend most of our journey thinking about my answer. Well, I've already settled on the answer itself. I just gotta figure out the right way to tell her. Our silence continues until we reach our destination.
Oh, yawning. I'm tired.
Tokyo Tower really is lovely when it's all lit up. Oh god, she's distracting her. She's distracting herself. I'm buying time. She's distracting herself.
Man, that's
no one
how...
wants to be here.
Maybe we
it
should
feels
end
like a
stream.
different Please God. And then we never come back. Wow, what a game. That was crazy. Is anybody else lightheaded? It feels like a different experience in summer compared to spring.
You know, Ford, if you're still here, just probably. Ford!
I'm not quite sure how to kick the conversation off with Miharu. Don't worry, she'll start it. She always does.
Just be like, so, lesbian.
Stop it!
What?
Ooh, it's fine. I decide to just roll with the first thing that comes to mind. That's such a bad idea, because, oh.
まずごめん今日までずっと
Okay, decent
返事
start.
ができなくって
A self-aware start.
構わないよ。時間がかかることは真央から聞いていたし、女神の選定や期末試験という問題もあって
Oh, I don't want to be here.
少しそれなりにじっくり考えさせて
Yeah, you should tease her. That'll really make her
と
come
あの日君は言った。だから僕は待つことにしたんだ。
Seems like she remembers exactly what I told her. Because it matters! No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm so calm. Hearing it repeated like that is embarrassing.
僕の方からも先に言っておくべきことが
Uh-oh. Yeah,
今日遊
I'm
びに行
aware.
った後
Thank
に
you.
僕たちを二人きりにするということは真央の提案なんだ。
それはなんとなく分かってた
けれどもその返事が聞きたいと思った僕の気持ちも嘘ではない。
それももちろん分かってる
Miharu tugging my sleeve was her way of saying this is something she sincerely wanted. She must have been overwhelmed with emotions when she did so. Worry, hope, anxiety. Now I better understand all that she has been going through compared to before.
そしてもう一つ先に言うべきことがある。
Don't distract her, please God.
長い話になるかもしれないけれど
I'm gonna be in so much pain, please.
もちろん
Oh God. Oh,
それ
oh
は
no.
君もすでに所持している死因のカードのこと。僕が僕を殺すに至るまでの
Oh
ことを
good.
知ってほしいんだ。
Oh good. Yeah.
この後に及んで隠し
This is
事を
really
したま
good
ま
for me,
返
I
事を
think.
求めるのは自分でずるいと思ったんだ。だから僕の最も醜いところを知った上で
Yeah.
決めてほしい。
I
Oh.
maybe it's just me, but depending on what she says, I'm not gonna like, because it could.
I can see how you're already thinking that it's kind of manipulative, yeah. So yeah.
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 Depending on her answer.
僕の告白を受け入れるかどうか、僕と付き合うかどうかをだ。
Right. Here's the mental illness. This is the.
私も先に一つ言わせて。美晴が醜いと思っていることがどんな
Oh
ことでも
boy.
私はそうは思わない。
Oh, here we go.
嫌いになることもないし、拒絶することもないし、軽蔑することも
That's
な
a
い。
interesting
そんなこと
word choice right now. When your options are yes or no.
Hey, Ford.
Like,
I mean, Ford. Martin. Yeah.
Martin. Miharu nods in response.
There's a funny button you can hit.
Stop it. I'm already in enough pain. They'll be getting it for free. I feel that this goes without saying between us nowadays. If Miharu's willing to open up, then she will. All I need to do is listen.
そうだね。君に僕の昔の話をしたとき、アメ茶に入ってから君に出会う話を。
Uh-huh.
Let me get the screenshot.
Oh, this is gonna be her "Don't Stop Coming" one. this is
You want
it.
me
I
to use
feel it.
this one?
I don't want you to. I just feel it in my everything that it will, unless something worse happens.
I mean, I can. I wasn't thinking about it really. I was at best gonna do the maid one, but hey, we can change this.
Sniff, sniff.
So, upon your request, I will add this one.
That's no. Your like listening comprehension is shit.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you should listen to that.
What the hell? Do it anyway. Do it.
この話はあくまで加害者側の話。被害者の人生を奪ってしまったことに擁護のしようがなく、
God.
被害者の家
Who
族に
else
それだ
did
け
you
恨まれようが
bully?
仕方ない。君も知って
You
いる通
care
り、
for me and hope
僕は自
I'm
分の母親
well.
が嫌いであり、
Hear
尊敬
it.
できる人ではないと思っている。けれども、昔からそうだったわけではない。
Uh-huh.
Yeah, something happened between you and your mom. That much is obvious. Miharu tells you about her mother's past. This must be crucial in understanding her frame of mind.
けれども僕は加害者の側に生まれた人間だ。加害者にだって人生はあるから。
Huh?
Wait, so she's not the perpetrator? Who's the perpetrator?
What? What the hell is her wording?
Oh no. Why is this feeling worse? She prefaces her story with this. It's not the first time I've heard about how her father took someone's life in an accident. She told me about it way back when at the park too. He may have been responsible, but that doesn't mean he felt nothing over it. I'm sure his wife felt the same pain he did.
僕の父親、自分の夫が事故を起こしても離婚せず、過ちを共に背負い、母親はもう一度人生をやり直すために努力をした。
Pauses for a moment before continuing.
しかし、母親は変わってしまった。きっかけはおそらく父親の自殺。 もともといろんな感情を押し殺してきた母親のことだ。
Oh Lord.
いつ限界が来てもおかしくはなかったのかもしれないけれど、
Oh God.
一番の原因は悲しみ以上にきっと裏切られたという喪失感だ。自分の人生を捧げてでも犯罪者になってしまった夫を支えようと決意したにもかかわらず、当の本人は人生を投げた。自分の起こした行動の結果に対する責任を、これから待ち受ける罪との戦いの日々を捨てた。一方で僕の母親は父親の罪から解放されもしたんだ。自由になったと言ってもいい。
Miharu's mother began looking for a new partner.
Okay.
Eventually, she fell for a younger man at her workplace.
Okay.
Miharu made it a point to say that her mother was pretty beyond doubt. She looked young despite both her age and everything she'd been through. Made sense for her to enter a relationship with someone younger.
僕も一度その男性に紹介されたことがある。彼は子持ちの母親のことも受け入れ、間もなく婚約というところまで来ていた。この時
And
僕
then they
の
kicked
母
you
親は
out. I'm
いつも
calling
上
you.
機嫌だった。夕食はよく僕の好物を作ってくれたし、出かける時に服を並べて選ぶ姿はまるで少女のように幸せそうだった。
I'm thinking something else. I hope I'm wrong.
I've been thinking a lot of really bad things. Her just kicking Miharu out is like the least bad.
決して裕福とは言えない家計を切り詰めて、僕におしゃれもさせてくれていた。ああ、僕はまだこの時期母親のことが好きだった。
So what did she do?
僕は自分の家が裕福でないことを分かっているからこそ必死で勉強し、進学校であるアメ茶に小学生として入った。母親も僕が大学へ行く頃には再婚して数年が経ち、家計も安定しているだろうと見通しを立てていた。
Mishima family had a bright future ahead. Her mother never neglected her parental duties, not even while indulging in her newfound love. I mean, that's kind of impressive, not gonna lie. I'm waiting for
彼
the
女は
drop.
再び裏切られることになる。
Okay, yeah. Apparently, the man told her that they should break up despite him having given her an engagement ring.
8月だったと思う。その男の職場に新卒で入社してきた女性社員と恋に落ちてしまったと。
Their relationship had been going on for over a year at this point.
Oh.
Oh no. One couldn't easily regain the feelings they'd lost.
これが僕の母親にとって人生で最後のイベントと言っていいだろう。これ以降、僕の母親はおそらく惰性で生きているだけさ。
So he fell in love with someone else and just left her. Oh, okay.
つまり母親が変わってしまったのはこの瞬間。生活は荒れ、食事を作らなくなった。僕の好物も忘れ、誕生日も忘れた。
I'm not sure if neglect is the right word for this, but it's the first that comes to mind. I mean, yeah, that's a perfectly fine word. Basically, a type of child abuse that involves not giving them the proper care they need.
口を開けばその女性の愚痴ばかりになり、家で酒を飲むようにもなった。派遣社員として働いていたとはいえ、自分のための必要最低限の家事しかしなかった。人間というのは変化に心を動かされる。これまでの僕と母親の関係が良好であった分、僕は正直辛かった。僕がリストカットをするようになったのはこの時期であり、この時期が最も自らを傷つけた。僕を見てほしかった。好きなものを買ってもらえなくても、家事をやってもらえなくてもいいから、せめて誕生日にはおめでとうの一言くらいは欲しかった。そして同時に母親の怒りの矛先は男性ではなく彼を奪った女性に向いていたことが当時の僕には疑問だった。その女性が彼を誘惑したのかもしれないけれど、最終的に心変わりし母親を裏切ったのは男性の方だ。だから男性に対して怒りが向くのが自然なのではないかと母親を理解できなかった。母親を被害者とするならば加害者は男性で叱るべきだろうと思っていた。巻き込まれた側の女性を敵視し、自分の娘の聞こえるところで聞くに耐えない言葉を言うなんて、軽蔑の気持ちもあったかもしれない。
She could do little else but bottle up the stress caused by both her mother's neglect and the resentment she felt.
手首を切っても承認されない。もっと傷つけばいい。その負の連鎖は中学1年生の冬からずっと続いていた。
Okay, then.
幼い頃に君と出会った経験が僕の支柱であったのだけれど、このおよそ半年間過負荷な状態だった。そして中学2年生の時のクラス替えで僕は真央に出会った。これが僕にとって一つの転換点だったんだ。
Apparently, Mao was keeping her distance from her classmates as well, albeit for different reasons. She hated the groupthink. Interesting. She hated the groupthink amongst the girls in her class. Stuff like their decision to ignore people if they didn't join in on bullying others. Nowadays, it's not an issue since she can brush off anything she doesn't support, but that wasn't the case back then. That's why she kept her distance instead. It was so she wouldn't get forced into doing anything she didn't want to do.
当時真央は他人との距離の取り方が下手だった。もっとも僕はそれ以上に他人との付き合いが下手だったのだけどね。
Mao showed no effort to avoid Miharu after learning about her self-harm habits, nor did she get angry and try to lecture her about it. She didn't even try to understand the reasoning behind it. Not the whoops.
I thought it would just be the gay talk, but no, it's. Let me tell you why I hurt myself. Oh, okay.
According to Miharu, that was exactly what she needed.
真央は僕に母親だからといって好きでいなくてもいいことを教えてくれた。嫌いになってもいいと。
それは 魔王らしい
Sure
ね。
does. I was gonna say the same thing. Miharu nods quickly.
僕はやっと母親のことが嫌いになれた。母親の行動を客観的に見つめ、少なくとも現状は尊敬できる大人ではないと認めることができたんだ。
It's fine whether you love or hate someone. It's fine to switch from one to the other, too. In the end, it's all a personal choice you make yourself. You can see Mao saying something like that.
それでも僕は時々耐えられなくなり、手首を切ってしまった。
Okay.
The frequency at which she did so dropped dramatically, however. Knowing she wasn't alone gave her peace of mind.
高校に上がり、君と出会う。君に恋してからの1年間は省略させてもらうよ。
She briefly explains that her self-harm actions had stopped around that time. The scars from before would never go away, though. That's why she started to wear clothes with long sleeves, even in the heat of summer.
2年生になって羊さんが現れた。
Oh, Lord.
Ah, don't blame. Is she gonna? I feel like I know what this is saying. She's putting herself in her mom's situation, and that other woman being Naomi. I guess. That's how she sees it.
That was another turning point for her. I'd started to spend a lot more time with Naomi after we met. Now that I think about, it's impressive how close we got in such a short time. 1 month in, I already wanted to go to a theme park with her. It was completely normal from most people's perspective, I guess.
Yeah. It's a new friend. You want to hang out with them.
Just another facet of one's daily life. Miharu couldn't see it that way, though.
君の隣には常に僕がいたんだ。マオは僕の気持ちを知っていたから、いつも一歩引いていた。けれど、羊さんは違っただろう。
I mean, we kind of already knew this is how she.
単純に言えば、君が羊さんと過ごす時間と同じ量。僕。
Miharu makes it clear as day. I don't blame myself because I don't really agree with the idea of having to spend an equal amount of time with everyone. Nor can I blame Miharu for her perspective either, not when I understand where she's coming from now.
ある日、女神が夢の中でこれからの運命を僕に告げた。羊さんは僕から凛花を奪っていくと。
Oh, that's foul play, my guy.
Oh. Damn,
That's direct interference.
But I wonder, did Parker say it because she asked her? Or did she just said, hey, by the way, you're screwed? And I wonder if she said it because she was wanting to mess with her, or she thought she was like, oh, hey, as it's going now, if it continues, you will lose, by the way. So you're gonna do something about it? Because I know, I don't know. Parker sure wants to do things for amusement, but I don't think she can understand people like that would set someone over the edge of like You know what I mean? I think she thought she would do something, not end it.
女神パル
Oh,
カ
hey,
が
we're gonna get her answer.
どういうこと？
その日夢を見た。あれは僕の不安が現れた夢だったのか、パルカが見せた可能性の世界の一つだったのか。
Oh, so she doesn't know
今
for
で
a
もわからな
fact.
い。
Okay.
凛花と羊さんが付き合っている夢を見たんだ。
私とナオミが？
My mind goes blank for a moment. First, she mentions Parka, then a dream where me and Naomi are in a relationship. I don't know where that possibility came from, but it's certainly not one based in reality. Rather not interrupt Miharu, so I make sure to withhold my commentary for now.
この夢を見たのが5月2日と3日の間、因果の時。
ミハルや私たちが命を落とした日。
Oh.
ただはっきりと言っておく。僕の自殺のきっかけは君たちが付き合っている夢を見たことではない。君が幸せであるなら僕はいずれ乗り越えることができる。
Uh-huh.
She makes sure to tell me that she'll be fine no matter how I respond to her confession.
I don't believe you.
That's foul. I won't explain why, but I'm just telling you now that's not it.
I don't
Chief.
believe you. It's completely not. Maybe I know that she's like that now, but there's no way it was not entirely.
She won't resort to ending it, even if I say no.
I believe that now.
That's how she felt following the dream, too.
Okay.
The issue was with the emotions that her dream gave birth to.
僕は羊直美に怒り、彼女を恨み、彼女を憎んだ。そして僕は理解した。男性に別れを告げられた時、母親の怒りの矛先がなぜ巻き込まれた側の女性だったのかを。僕と母親は血がつながっている。僕が嫌いになった母親は僕の未来の可能性の一つなんだと。
Oh my god.
僕は僕を否定した。だから死にたくなった。
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm not even gonna make the joke, but yeah.
Or to call your sponsor. This was different from when she was hurting herself. She didn't want anyone to notice her in this situation. Yeah.
自分がこの世界に存在しているのが嫌になったんだ。
Yeah. That's an emotion I simply can't understand. We're fundamentally different people after all. And it's not limited to just Miharu and myself. Not being able to understand parts of one another is what makes us all unique.
今はどう思っているの？
それはある意味では女神の選定に助けられた。僕が自殺に成功していたことは同時に、僕は自分を否定できる人間だと僕に自覚させた。
Her hate was so strong that it even applied to herself. She was able to denounce that side of her and find the will to bring her own life to an end. His actions gave her some form of hope, it seems.
I don't like the wording of all this.
自殺という自制心を持っているのだから
I
生きていいと
make it sound like she was.
僕は
I don't know if
自分を許すことができた
it makes it sound like she was doing a good thing, like doing it, but it's like I don't know.
That's fair. I was gonna wait till the end to do the whole like PSA, like if you're feeling a type of way or if you identify with any of this, there's numbers to call, there's hotlines, there's like people to talk to, like yeah, I was gonna wait till the end, but that was a good segue into that. Like, take care of yourself, you know, just do what you gotta do. This is heavy stuff.
No, so yeah, Ford, do it. Do it. We can have the same model, yay.
That's why she was determined to survive divine selection until I appeared in the court of fate. It's over. She made sure to stress that.
さてここまでが海老名美晴という人間が死に至るまでの物語ここまで聞いてもらった上で答えを聞きたい
So the joke I didn't make earlier, I'm just gonna bring out because I feel like it's relevant. She's very fixated on her genetics because she's like, oh, I off myself because my father did the same genetic, and now she was like, oh, I have these feelings of jealousy towards another woman. I'm going to end up like my mother because it's in my genetic. Because she didn't say the word genetic, but she kind of said it's in her DNA, which is the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's a solid observational comedy.
Yeah, it's like she's very like, yo, it's Jeanette, which is funny because we made the joke because of her, because she's like, oh, it's genetic. Like, not really, but okay.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Now it's time for the other part that's gonna hurt me differently. Oh. Okay. She turns and faces me once again, telling me all that may have required even more courage than her confession. I suppose that depends. She didn't sugarcoat the horrible things she thought about Naomi. She knows how much I love everyone in our group too. That's why she probably didn't want to accept her feelings towards Naomi. Doing so would lead her to not be able to spend time with me. Call your sponsor, Ford. I'm gonna make you a whole song. Call your sponsor, call your sponsor.
What? Customization, what?
Oh no.
Wake her
Wake her up, Ford. Wake her up, Ford. Besides, she didn't actually despise Naomi. Her envy stemmed from the fact that I had been spending more time with her.
Well, we knew that. I didn't think she hated Naomi as a person. I thought she hated her because she was around us.
Yeah. I get why she didn't want me to make a decision until I'd heard this. Just proves how much she loves me. She's serious about this.
一つ確認させて。
And because she's so serious, I need to be serious and ask this too.
女神の器っていうのはあくまで一人で生き残るのは一人だけってミハルは言ったけど、やっぱり私は二人じゃなきゃ嫌だ。
That's an interesting thing to disagree to when it might just be
そ
truth.
れにかけたい。
Linda's diary had an outcome where we are unable to elect one. Wait, Linda's diary and an outcome where we are unable to elect one another are both parts of my belief.
What do you mean Linda's diary is part of your belief? It's a physical thing. What do you mean?
No, she's not cooking with this part.
Does she mean that she feels that Linda's diary could lead her to an outcome where they both don't have to eliminate each other? Is that just the wording, or am I misunderstanding?
Her lack of intelligence is like flaring again, but it's either that or it's somewhere along the lines of like, because she hasn't finished it, she doesn't know that there isn't something in there that could help.
Yes.
Or like maybe its existence at all means I don't know what she's. I want to fight back as much as possible.
ミハルはそのことに対してどう思ってるの？
She casts her eyes to the ground to show that she's thinking. It's not out of hesitation. She wants to be confident in her response. I don't want an answer based on logic. I want one based on her feelings. She probably understands that.
やはり僕の一番は君に生きてほしいということだ。僕自身のことはわからない。
Really? But you said you were determined to decide before she was found to be in the game, so I feel like that shouldn't change if you can both find a way to survive, you know what I mean? Sure, she's number one, but it's like, yeah, if I want to live, if you find a way for me to live, yeah. With
yeah.
you.
I don't know if what she's saying here though is because as soon as she saw Rinka, she immediately gave up on that. So it's been weeks. It's been months since she gave up on living again. So it's like I don't know if that's what she's getting to here of like I have to switch my mindset again or like I don't know.
正直に
I'm not sure what this is.
ありがとう。
He responds in kind to my trust in her. She should know the answer I'm hoping for. I've changed my mind. Let's look for a way to survive together. That isn't the answer she gives. Kind of makes me want to shout at her, much like I did when she first said it at the start of the divine selection. Her resolution is the same now as it was back then. It's somewhat relieving, though. She's still the same person I've always known.
じゃあ
Oh, now finally we get to the spicy stuff.
No.
Yes. We've gone past the trauma. Now we have to do the other form of trauma, I guess. Depending on her answer.
My nerves get the better of me once it's time to answer.
You just have to say one word. Yes or no.
I can feel my heart ready to explode. Miharu's face may even be more flushed than mine.
Say it. Say one word.
I'm beginning to wonder how I remained so calm until now.
The heavy talk kind of helps. I was like calm during that.
It's only natural to be nervous. This is no doubt something that'll change both of our lives. No. You said if there was a yes or a no. That's not a yes or no.
But
No.
the fact that they give us a choice, hold on. I have to save.
Can we put me out of my misery?
Oh, I want to put it up. Like, oh, like,
What does this choice even do? That's the part that bothers me. Why is it like they made it a mechanic? I know this affects something.
Put it off. Ford's like, put it off.
Why do you all hate me? Like, do we need to have it's almost my birthday! My birthday's in 2 days! Be nice!
This is my nice. What do you mean?
Fuck!
This is my nice.
What, that you didn't insta-click it? You're allowing me to suffer?
I had to save first. So
Alright.
You.
No, I'm reading, and I'm waiting for you to pick what I read next. It just says I.
You're not gonna put your input?
I did! Multiple times!
You know what? For that, I'm putting it off because Ford said, make you cry, put it off.
返事はまだ
God! I don't want to look!
Read it! I mean...
She said it out loud! What am I reading? What do you want me to read? I'll read both! I can't give you an answer yet. Excuse me? Miharu's eyes open wide before she freezes up completely.
今夜に返事をしたら
You'll no doubt be satisfied regardless of what answer I give you.
Wait, what?
チューブラリンな今の状況なら
On the other hand, putting it off means you'll want to survive to hear it, right? I promise I'll give you an answer then, so please, let me keep that
だ
promise.
から守らせて
Not your happy pre-birthday, I don't want it. Refund. Refund. Give it back. That's cheating, you know? You're trying to sound cool, but you just haven't decided yet, have you?
実はそれ
I can't deny that.
美晴のことが大切すぎ て
I can't bring myself to think things through until we found a way to survive together. You're just that important to me.
でもね
You even got Mao to help you out so you can get an answer from me before the next
次の
election.
選定までに
They're breaking up! They're breaking up right now! Like the friendship is dying!
そして満足して
With
私
that
に
done,
指名され
you'd
る
let
つも
me
りだっ
elect
た
you. You even lied about
私から
seeing
の指名を
what
考
would
慮して
happen if we can't
指
elect
名
one
できなく
another.
する方法を試してみようと
They're literally just fighting! She pulls her eyes away from me. I know this is the truth after asking how she felt earlier. Okay. Okay. Yep. Fucking, I have to get my other thing to hydrate with. Her love for me means she'll do whatever she can to make sure I survive.
悪いけどいくら美晴だって許さない
Sorry, but there's no way I'd forgive you if you let yourself
許
die.
さない
僕のこと
So do you hate me now?
なるわけ ない。
Of course not. How about you? Do you hate me after having to deal with how
私が優先
indecisive I
手段な
am?
のがバレちゃったわけだし。
正直に言うと
Honestly, I expected this response the moment you posed your little
こうなる
question.
ことを予想はしていた。
This is so sad. Huh?
凛花を嫌い
Having
にな
said
るなん
that,
てありえな
no.
い。
There's not a single thing that can make me come to hate you, especially not when I love to see you squirm like this.
That made you fall.
This with the sad music is really fucking me up. I'm like, I'm just like, I'm oh boy, she's, oh my god. I can't, oh boy, she's making me all hot and bothered again.
Oh boy.
Yippee!
わかったから。
Oh boy.
No need to be so blunt. Anyway, I feel kind of bad since it sounds like we're negotiating, but
女神の選定が終わったらちゃんと返事をする。だからそれまで
I'll absolutely give you a proper answer once divine selection's over. Until then, let's find a way to survive together.
ああ、変わったね。
Alright, you've really changed, haven't you? Also, sorry voice actresses that I've been talking over you this whole fucking
凛
time.
花
You've
から
been
返
doing
事を
great.
聞けるよ。
Yo.
僕も二人が残れるよ。
I'd come back to haunt you if I died now, so I guess it's time to swallow my pride.
I was gonna say, imagine you giving her an answer no matter yes or no, does result in her dying. Thanks to this logic. That would be interesting. That they make you, yeah.
Would be awful. Like I'm thinking about that makes me want to throw up.
Because her logic,
It's so
even though she kind of admitted she doesn't have an answer, her logic isn't unreasonable. If she's so hell bent on thinking that no, only one can survive, then, and the only thing she has left that she wants before she's satisfied is our answer. Yeah. It's like the whole thing with Odette, like she needed to fight Alan, and then she would be satisfied. It could be the same thing.
my brain is doomering. Because what if this was the choice of whether she lives or we live, like no matter what, only one does, and we just chose that she gets to live, and we just chose the traumatic, we tell her we love her as we're dying. The one thing I didn't want to fucking see. The one thing that I didn't want to fucking see.
I think that is possibly an ending, but I think one thing I do know is that there are multiple endings, as in like more than 3 outcomes. But then again, I don't know how many are the bad endings. So, who knows?
I'm not the only one who's changed. Iharu just changed a bit right now.
ただ一つだけ確認させてほしい。先延ばしにしているだけではなく、僕にもちゃんと可能性は
God.
あるのかな。
My suffering.
うん。私は恋愛したことがないからまだよくわからないだけで。
Don't say
どっちの可能
that.
性もある。
This is great.
どっちつかずの状態で偉そうなこと言ってごめんね。
No. This is the best answer you could have gave her.
構わないよ。もともと付き合おうが振られようが決着をつけるためだったんだ。だから可能性があるならそれはいいことだ。
I want to know Mao's response to this. You what?
She brushes her hand through her hair before smiling. The light from Tokyo Tower reflects off her. she's so cute. Not only that, but she's smart and capable as well. She can be a bit mean sometimes, but she's always thinking of her friends.
Maybe I'm overthinking this, but what if you giving her answer is the no, and this is technically into the yes?
It could be, but we won't know. I don't know. I wasn't put out of my misery. I don't need her to say yes. I need her to say something.
Put it there.
She makes it seem like life's so easy, but in reality, she works hard to make it so. It's tough to take all that into consideration and tell her she has no chance. I'm being honest, I'm still not too sure. I really am the worst. Thank you! Anyone else would have ditched me by now. Following that, we make our way back home. We have to walk back to the station together, but that's fine. Being together doesn't feel awkward tonight.
How are you feeling? I feel amazing.
That's nice. I'm glad you're having a good time. That's really nice.
So you want to do the wait, what is this? The bed, her late night, and then end it after this?
Sure. I get ready for bed once back home. Way too much has happened today. Nothing has happened today.
What do you mean?
First, I finished my finals. Then Mao drags us all out.
You were saying?
Then I had to finally give Miharu an answer. Well, technically I didn't. But we reached a conclusion for now, at least. Really should sleep for now. The store will be open for the first time in a while tomorrow, so I need to get up early. There's a lot to be done. I've messaged my gran as well, so all that's left is to shut my eyes. It's fortunate that the next election isn't the last. We'll still have a week to work things out if nothing comes from. As much as I want to finish the diary, I'm better off getting some rest.
Okay.
朝だ。
Okay.
Man, you tired of my shit, huh? Like, and it's time to go. We gotta go.
I'm doing this with you in mind. That was enough excitement for one day.
You're cutting me off. You're cutting me off before I relapse on my sobriety.
Think of it as an early birthday gift.
It really... Wow, it's been months. Wow. I'm almost 3 months sober, and I would have made the choice to keep going if you weren't cutting me off. I absolutely would have just destroyed my sobriety on this shit.
You're welcome.
1000%.
You're welcome.
Wow. Almost 3 months, eh? Ah, yes.
Yep,
Double me.
There we go.
More me, more betterer. Relapse, do it. That's kind of messed up, man. You miss Bleach streams? Work less, forehead.
Work less. Survive on, I don't know, jars of peanut butter and sticks.
Yeah, no, because hear me out. Because if you stop buying art, you won't need as much money, so you won't need to work as much, so you can come to stream more.
Wow, calling her out.
Listen, I'm doing good on my sobriety. You want me to relapse, so it's okay for you to relapse. That's foul. Man. Well, today was something.
Today was a day of all days.
I will say the writing was really good, which makes me feel for the author, because whenever someone writes something like that with any degree of accuracy, it always makes me think how they are a knower. So I hope they are doing well.
Yeah, that
And
was heavy. I will say that.
yeah, so that was, and then my curiosity for the other option will probably eat me up inside. Because I think we're going to commit to this one until the end, which means I have to wait at least a week before we run it back to see what the other choice does.
To be fair, it shouldn't be long. It depends on how much time they drag out.
Right. But we did not cover a whole heck of a lot of ground today.
True. To be fair, I feel like given everything we went through, not only your funny haha like, oh, I didn't get an answer, I'm tortured answer, it did tackle a lot of heavy things, so I'm like, damn. So
yeah, I think, like I said, I think it was written really well. While it may express some things that are uncomfortable, like you said, you thought it was phrased a little too positively, which might be not, and that's a good thing to bring up, because I'm blind to things like that. I know this about myself. I don't, unless it's like horrendously blatant, like all hail, like I don't. That's yeah. So that was
like,
a good
I know
opinion
what they
to
were
hear.
trying to
That's
say,
probably fair.
But the way it felt like, it was like, oh, because I did it, I learned so much. I learned that I want to live. It's like, sure, but I don't know.
Oh, is that what it is? I see.
Because it said, like, she said by her taking her life, she realized she has a will. It's her own will doing it. And it's like, okay. It's like, it's just like a little I get what they were trying to say, but I don't know. Sometimes it felt like a bit too phrased weird. Maybe it's just me. That's why I even prefaced like it could just be me.
Well, that's why I say it's interesting to hear it from the perspective of someone who hasn't been through it, because that's what will keep me grounded in the other side of the equation, right? So that's an interesting perspective to hear, and I'm sure you're not the only one who probably thinks that way as far as like how that goes. So with the queer baity stuff, and I only say queer baity because she's saying a lot of really open-ended things that are almost like she has now almost given a misleading promise of, she says things that if her answer is a type of way, I'ma feel a type of way. Now, I didn't need her answer to be yes, but now I'm going to be mad if it isn't, because she said I could swing either way. There was a lot of things that she said that didn't need to be said or could have been said differently. And it could be chalked up to the fact that her character is an idiot, so I understand. But that doesn't mean that she's still not low-key queerbaity there. So that's why I'm using that. For now, it's a placeholder term because I don't know what's happening.
Like I said, to be fair,
I was so over her shit at the end there, I could not function.
like,
I chose to silently rage because I don't even think I could have been funny raging in those moments. That was too,
like, I can understand
screaming.
her logic, if I'm being honest, but it also, I'm not trying to forgive her that she obviously doesn't have an answer technically, because we have the choice of making her answer. So, but I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what the other choice does.
That's the thing. I don't know if the choice. That's another question I have. Does you answering her automatically become a stock yes or no? Or does it take into account your other choices, and then from there it will answer a yes or no?
Yeah, I don't know. And we won't know. And that's what's gonna kill me. It's the not knowing for, like I said, probably about a week. Yeah. Because we won't tackle this again until Tuesday, and who knows if we finish, and even if we do finish, like, who's to say we go back and do that part that day? That might be like a Thursday angle, so it's just like, I won't know for at least a week.
I mean a Tuesday angle, because if we finish it Tuesday, then we...
But it might, like, be longer than that, so depending on how long it takes to finish, it might not be like a, oh, let's go check it real quick. It might be like a, oh, let's do that next time when we're looking through other endings and blah blah blah.
I think when we finish this game, no matter how long it takes, I hope it takes at least 2 hours, but I would be like, okay, let's end stream, because I would want to talk about it at least as in like what we chose first before we say the other ending.
See?
But if we finish the game on
literally
Tuesday,
just agreed with me. You've literally just agreed with what I have just said.
But I'm saying, but if we finish Tuesday by some miracle, it could be a Thursday thing. But
me when I am suffering.
It could be that Thursday, or given how long it takes us to go through endings, it could be Tuesday, the next following.
Are you
Tuesday.
interested in doing endings? Because I remember at one point the reason why you wanted to do an organic run is because you weren't sure if we were going to like completionist this one. You kind of just wanted to see what we got.
I wanted to see what we got because it was one of those games that we can technically go in raw because I don't have to look up ahead. because I usually have to look up ahead because there's H scenes.
Yeah, you're right.
So I was
Miss
like,
visual novels, me too.
so I was like, oh hey, let's see what we get. And our prior visual novels, I feel like we got too caught up on routes, and we were like, oh, well, we'll do this in this order. So I wanted to try just seeing what happens if when we are organic for a change of pace.
Us being organic ends us on like a generic and or bad route.
Okay, to be fair, the
Because
only bad one we got.
we go wishy-washy hella hard.
To be fair, we only got one bad ending, and I feel like we both agree that's
That
kind
was
of
more
stupid.
out of curiosity. I don't.
No, well, we answered the phone out of curiosity, but then we both agreed that we should listen to him because it gives us more information. And then it's like, oh,
You're right.
yeah. So, like, curiosity answering the phone, but, like, the other choice, we were, like, both like, yeah, we want more answers. And then he's like, oh, fuck you, you die. And I was like, oh, okay. That's what made it more frustrating.
That
it
was
had...
a really fast.
Yeah, that's why it was more frustrating when we were like, what? That's the ending? And then you have to pick up, because then we do it where we don't pick up because we were both curious, and then we got the same ending. It's like, what?
Yeah.
So you have to pick up and then hang up. It's like, then what's the point of... Okay. Yeah, so...
Yep, that's true.
Oh.
We did. Yep, there's your answer. We organically got a bad ending.
It's funny because I feel like in certain moments like this with death games, we both tend to try to be more logical. And at that moment, we had to have an emotional response for Alan to like it.
I feel like none of those answers would be what my emotional response is, though. Or rather, I do feel like what we did would have been my emotional response, which is, oh my god, he's on the phone. Oh my god, plead with him to do something about it since I know he's there.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah, so I just like, yeah. But it's like, I agree. I agree with the statement in general where we like to like dissect things a lot. But I just, it's hard for me to say what I would do in the situation because none of the options that arise are anything that I would do ever. So I don't agree with any of the choices. So now I'm forced to choose between what apparently is like given to me on this plate of stuff that I would never do.
It doesn't help that I don't even think Alan would like us because didn't he say that he hates people that go off on tangents, basically? So... So we probably would be on his hit list. So
yeah, in the death game, I would have given up in the beginning, which would make him just kill me, and then you would be trying to win, but in like a different way that would also make him kill you because you're trying to win. Because Rinka never chose to try to win; she just didn't want to fuck people.
She tried
over,
at some points. It's just
anyway.
that her, in his words, her emotions took over, and she was like, I know too much about you. I don't want to kill you. And like, I feel like I would be going at it logically. Like I would just be eliminating people, and then I wouldn't feel bad only because from logically they died before. I would maybe feel bad if I eliminate one person. I'm like, okay, I have to know how they died. I have to experience how they died. That's kind of effed. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I would play it.
You'd collect the information, but then pick and choose who you kill based off of what their cause of death is, and you're like, oh, this isn't too bad. Okay.
I don't think I would do that, but I would at least collect all of them just so I can guarantee I don't get eliminated. So at worst case, like I would end in stalemates.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know what happens here. Because Parka's basically already aware that both of us have both of our 3 cards. Even though we said, oh, who's to say in response to that when she said it, I feel like she knows. So she already know, and like she probably already has a suspicion that this week nothing's going to happen. So it's just like,
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Weird. She is interesting because she obviously knows more, and it kind of makes me curious whenever she chooses not to answer a question. It's like, why didn't you answer that? So, who knows? Though, I will say that where she said that, oh, Parker showed me the future, I feel like that's more of her just blaming Parker because she doesn't like Parker. Because she just even... Because the next sentence, she's like, okay, it could have been Parker, but it could have been my anxiety too. So it's like, so you don't know. It'll be one thing if she said it to you, but it was a dream. So...
Yeah, I do kind of wish there was a little more elaboration on that, but that's okay.
She like said it so confidently, like, oh, Parker told me. Then she walked back and I was like, okay, so you don't know for a fact that she showed you.
Right, like I was waiting for some sort of confirmation one way or the other, and they left it very open like that, and I'm just like, okay. But also, realistically, that wasn't the purpose of that either.
Yeah, I know, but it's just one of those things I notice she does a lot, where she outright states something about Parka, and then she kind of walks it back because she doesn't have the information, and it stems from she doesn't like Parka. It's like, well then, how do you know?
So that leads towards you're on team more than one person can live, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Like you think it's possible?
Only because there's more going on now that the book is in play, and that given what we know of she's read so far, it's kind of guaranteed that that cat is the same cat and is most likely the god.
Right.
Because the only thing we would have to do, which they're probably going to do later, they're going to save later, she's going to see that he has a scar on his left paw, she said that cat
Maybe.
had.
Or like his human form leg or something. I don't know. He's in that big old flowy dress garb thing, so...
If it's the front paw, I think they said the front paw, then there would be a scar on his hand.
Yeah, you're right. Logic dictates. The front paws are
I don't know
hands,
if he wears gloves,
I
because
guess.
we haven't seen him in a minute. So I don't know.
I think his hands are out. I think he has that thing where it's like a long sleeve, and then there's like a loop that goes around like the middle finger to hold the sleeve up on the...
Oh, so it could be at the
hands.
back.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Who's to say?
That is if he even shows up on his human form.
Right. We're kind of... I don't even know if they're ever going to confirm that. I just want them to confirm the whatever with the diary stuff. Why?
Oh, Ford, while you're here and you were asking about it, I might as well show you the whole thing.
What am I even supposed to cry about? How hot Bleach is? Oh, you're so hot. Because I miss you.
should buy it.
You're just clicking all your stuff.
I mean, I'm
the
showing
hair. But I'm so poor.
Might as well
Skill
show her all
issue.
the toggles.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I was showing her all the toggles. There's a blush.
Toggle. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Mo kawaii desu.
Please. Please.
I want model. You have model.
Please. You have model.
The PN was me for like the entirety of today.
Please.
I want more.
I want more. I want more. Anyways. I don't know if there's anything left to say. Unless you have any.
I don't know. Not really. I kind of hunger now, and I don't know if that's from like the excessive crying or because all the adrenaline is calmed down or like I don't know, but like this sandwich is looking damn good, bro. I don't know.
Alright, where should we go?
I have a wife.
Sure. When's the last time we rated her, now that I think about it?
Excellent question. Long time ago, probably because streaming wasn't lining up. So
Yeah.
let us go see the Foot Nut Queen.
Oh, hallelujah, and there's no
It's white
feet on the
hours.
screen.
But there is feet in the 7 TV. Hit the button, Mr. Streamer. Yippee.
Maybe
Grab
I
your
should do
free to
this.
play,
Give
grab your pay
you-
to play.
Maybe this should be answer later. Hold on.
I'm holding. I'm holding. Give you a answer later. Oh my god. Okay. Here we go. We're balling with this one.
Alright.
Grammatical error in all.
Yes.
For hanging out next time on Dragon Ball Z
Alright. Bye.
Tuesday in it.
Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.